Again, it's Marge Galanco here, and we're now on part 2 of the top 17 secrets of high converting websites. So let's just get started. We ended up at number 8 last video, so here we have number 9. So, high converting websites have effective sales funnel design. Now, your sales funnel is the process that you take your prospects. To from the time they first get exposed to your message to the moment they hand over their money to you, okay, and beyond. Okay, so how you take them from being people who are members of your target market but have no knowledge of you to raving happy overjoyed customers who think that you're an absolute lifesaver, creator of all things wonderful and magnificent and life-changing. That's the process. That's the sales funnel design. Now, how you design your sales funnel is really up to you. It will depend on many factors: your industry, the typical complexity and length of the buying cycle, the costs involved, the number of decision makers that usually are involved in making this kind of purchase. Okay, loads more factors will affect how you should or how you could make a more effective sales funnel. For example, you can design it like this. You could dish out free content, and then from that free content, like in the previous example I've given when I was discussing the art of the pre-sale. Okay, so you give free content and then you direct them to a lead generation form. You get their emails or phone number, and then you nurture these leads by building relationships with them. Now, it could be either through emails, like a weekly email, or you send them your promotions, you invite them to see a product demo, you give them case studies, or you give them more free content, okay? Or whatever works for you. And then after that, after all that relationship building, every now and again, you get them on a sales page and then you sell to them. Okay, then you close a deal. But regardless, regardless of how you do it, the main takeaways when it comes to designing your sales funnel are, okay, it has to set you apart from everyone else. So try to look at what your competitors are doing, but don't look and sound like everyone else. It has to pre-sell, because really that's what it's for. And it has to effectively engage them or capture their interest in the right way. And your sales funnel must be designed so that you're positioned in the prospect's mind as the go-to person when it comes to your niche, the go-to person when it comes to solving a specific problem. Okay, so that's really the key things. The details, you just have to experiment with it. But yes, you have to plan it well. And that's what high converting websites do. Now, number 10, they engage their audience. Now, you see here is Amazon. And I think I have mistakenly shown a cut-off version of the slide. Sorry about that. But you can see the gist here. Okay, they use the customer's voice. So for example, there is a discussion here at the top. Okay, they show that you can actually I'm on the Kindle page, and you can have discussions about the Kindle if you click on that link. And you can see the reviews. Okay, it's got 4.5 stars out of 5, and there are more than 6,000 customer reviews, and 470 people have liked it on Facebook. They say that it's their number 1 bestseller and has the most 5-star reviews of any product on Amazon. So that's quite an accomplishment. Okay, and they have, there are 2 options. Okay, and if you're still confused, if you're struggling to make up your mind which of the two models to buy, then you're being helped to choose. Okay, learn the difference between the two models. And then there are reviews here, and you can also see lots of customer images, and you can even upload your own image of the Kindle. Okay, maybe you can show yourself really enjoying it while you're on the beach, or whatever. And you can also share here using social media. You can share it via email, Twitter, or Facebook. Okay, and there are reviews here from credible people. So that's one of the things that they do. They engage, they pull you in, they involve you. Okay, they ask you what you think. So you think you're not just someone that gives them money to buy these things, but you're actively helping market this product or influence how other people perceive this product. So they empower their customers. If you scroll down on the page, you can even see things like this, what customers are saying. And this is a video. Okay, it's a video of a specific customer. Okay, well, specific customers. It's actually like a montage of different people saying different things about the Kindle. And then there's also more customer reviews. So Amazon effectively used the customer's voice to persuade, engage, and sell. So you can create your own review. You can see the most recent customer reviews here. And you can even see which reviews helped, were found helpful by how many people and what the average ratings are. Okay, so another one. They have things like this, okay, where you can answer, was this review helpful to you or not? You can create your own review, and again you can watch a video and read another review. And here there's more. So you can really if Amazon is doing this, and I know for a fact that Amazon is heavy on testing. Okay, you can pretty much learn from what they're doing, and can ask yourself, okay, how can I engage my audience using these examples? Or if you can do it in a similar way or using the same principles, how can you do it? How can you do it? And you can see here how updated this page is. There's lots of people commenting, and the latest comments, the latest post was 29 seconds ago, 30 seconds ago, 1 minute ago, 3 minutes ago, and before that there was another one 3 minutes ago. It's really active. Okay, so you can see that customers or prospects are really engaged. So try to think of how you could do the same. Number 11, high converting websites use persuasion principles. And again, we've discussed this, and I think it was week 1 even that I've mentioned this. So they use reciprocity, authority, social proof, commitment and consistency, liking, and scarcity. These tactics are the proven ways of how you can persuade someone. And this is from the book by Robert Cialdini, The Psychology of Persuasion. Okay, and so you can really take just a few of these principles and ask yourself, okay, how can I use these things to persuade my prospects? So here's an example of a high converting page using lots of social proof. So you can see on the right hand side, okay, there's lots of social proof there. They're saying that these are their customers. So you can go, wow, Fast Company, Search Engine Land, Word Tracker, Search Engine Journal. These are quite big internet companies. So you could pretty much if you're a prospect, you'd go, oh, okay, so they must really know what they're doing then. Okay, authority. Here's one example of using authority. So you can see some logos here at the bottom right. Okay, look at the call to action button. It says get 5 free leads. Now, in case you hesitate, they have there some logos right below it where it says, okay, we're approved by the BBB or Better Business Bureau. Okay, so that's using authority. Or best small and medium companies to work for in America. That's an authority figure there. And it's you're more likely to go, okay, so maybe it's all right to fill out this form then, because they've been approved by the Better Business Bureau or whatever. So it does use that persuasion principle called authority to build confidence in you to move forward and to actually do the action that they want you to take. The next one is reciprocity. So here's an example. Netflix is giving away a free trial, and by giving you that, the reciprocity principle states that when you're given something for free, you kind of feel like you're indebted and you want to reciprocate. Okay. And next one is number 12. They provide POAs. Now, what's POA? I'm sure you still remember, right? It means point of action assurance. In this case, point of action assurances. So here's one example. When you fill out this form, when it comes to filling out your credit card details, that's where most people, normally hesitate, and they go, oh, should I or should I not? Should I not? Maybe I can postpone it. Maybe I can just return later. Maybe I could just not buy. Maybe I don't really need this product. That's when they waver. Okay. And you could potentially lose them. Like right at this very last thing that they need to do to hand you money, they waver. So you need to provide certain things that pops up that are designed to reassure them that, hey, it's okay, go buy for me. So one example of this is a 30-day free trial, where it says, don't worry, you won't be billed unless you keep your account open past your 30-day free trial. So although they're asking for your credit card details now, you won't get charged yet until the 30 days up. So that kind of gives you some reassurance, and it you know you tend to do this rationalization. I don't know about you, but I do this all the time. I go, okay, I'll just buy it, and if I'm not happy, I can cancel. I have 30 days to cancel, and I have ample time to evaluate whether it's worth it or not, and there's no risk for me. So okay, I'll go ahead and fill out this form or give away my credit card details. Okay, so that's the kind of thought process that they're hoping to induce with this guarantee. And again, you can learn from this. How can you do something similar when you on your checkout page? How can you apply this? Okay. So the main takeaway is to reassure them and answer their questions. Now, this is a form that I featured, I think, on week 1, or maybe it was week 2, or both. This is a hotel's booking online booking form, and they did this test. Okay, the one page, the control page, okay, the original page that wasn't converting much, and didn't have this frequently asked questions on the right hand side. Okay, and when they created the test page and they put this frequently asked questions on the right hand side, it increased the conversion. Okay, so that's just one illustration that little things like this, when you try to reassure or answer their questions just at the moment that they're asking these questions, really help boost your conversion. Okay, the key is to address their FUDs, or fears, uncertainties, and doubts. When you have to find out what their common fears are, what their common uncertainties are, and what their common doubts are, and try to address it right at the point that they feel these things, or when these things crop up. Okay, make sure that FUDs are. Make sure that you address the fears, uncertainties, and doubts in ways that it increases the visitor's confidence, and it results in a complete trust to your site. Okay. Number 13, customer focused. Okay, so high converting websites are customer focused. They don't wee all over themselves. I've mentioned it several times before, where there's a wee copy where you go, "We are the best. We are the number one. We've been established since 1861." Okay, it's all about you. And meanwhile, the customers or the prospect is listening, and they're going, "Yeah, so what? Okay, what can you do for me? Are you actually gonna talk about that, or are you just gonna talk about yourself all night?" So, and also, high converting websites, they're customer focused, so they constantly try to optimize the customer's experience, and that's because they understand that in the universe of everyone, of every person that visits their website, okay, the center of that universe is the individual. Okay, your prospects are concerned mostly about one thing, and it's themselves. So they understand. You have to understand that the propensity, their propensity to buy, is influenced by a lot of things, and most of those things are, you guessed it, about themselves. So bear this in mind when you craft a message, or when you write your copy, or when you design a web page, or you design a banner ad, or when you write a blog post, or write a webinar, or you create a video. Okay, it has to be about them. If you really want to persuade them, talk about what's important to them. Okay, not what's important to you. That's how you engage them. Number 14, high converting websites make data-driven decisions. Okay, so here's an example of one of the tests that I talked about in the previous week. Okay, there's version A, version B, and obviously one of them converted higher. So the takeaway is that you have to do tests. Okay, you have to do tests, and you have to look at your figures, the resulting figures. So when you use Google Website Optimizer, you will see something like this, and you will see, okay, which page won, which variation won, and what is the statistical difference between the two to actually establish a clear winner. Okay, and you have to make your decisions based on those data, not just on your gut feeling or on what you feel like. Number 15, high converting websites prioritize. Now, I'm sure you're still familiar with this. The truth is, everyone's website need to be optimized. Everyone's website, regardless of how high converting their website is, it needs to be optimized. It needs there's something there that could be better. Okay, it's an ongoing process. So when you first do it, you will have a long list of things that you could pinpoint that will need to change. The thing is, you probably don't have the time. I mean, we ourselves, our website sucks. Okay, because we ourselves, we have loads of customers, and our time is taken to cater to those customers. And we are a web development company. Okay, we have a web development team. So if that's what it's like for us, you could expect it to be the same or even worse for you. So you will not have at your disposal all the resources that you need. Everyone's resource is scarce, so you have to then prioritize. So on the long list of changes that you need to do, you have to pinpoint, okay, which changes are most likely going to result to a very high impact, but will not cost the earth, or will not cost as much, and will not really take that much time to implement. And go there first, okay? Especially when it's your first time to, doing conversion rate optimization. When it's your first time, pick the lowest hanging fruit first. Don't. I mean, I wouldn't even say, yeah, go for the biggest things, or the highest impact ones. I mean, just get started. Just get started. Pick the lowest hanging fruit, and that is pick the ones that will not require so much time or money, but at least it will get you going, and you will get some results. You will get some tests done. You will know how things work, and you'll get more familiar with it. And you know, pretty soon you'll be addicted to it. Pretty soon you will not make a single business decision without consulting your data first. Okay. Number 16, high converting websites, they ask the right questions. So when you're creating your banner ads, for example, you have to ask yourself these questions. When you create your copy, when you create your web page, you have to ask, who are you trying to persuade? Okay, which profile or personas are you targeting? What action do I want this person to take? Do I want them to download a free trial? Do I want them to subscribe? Do I want them to register for an event? Or do I want them to buy now, as in right away, without even, just by reading a single page website? I want to buy, I want them to buy now. Okay. What questions might they be asking at this point and at that point and at whatever point? And how could I answer them persuasively? Okay. So these things really matter. High converting websites ask these questions, and that's why they know what to do. That's why they know how to design their processes. That's why they know what to say. That's why they know what pictures to put on there and how things work, how things are laid out. Okay, what elements need to be on the right or on the left or at the bottom or at the top or in the middle? What elements need to be very prominent and attention grabbing versus the elements that are low key and subtle? Okay, they ask these kinds of questions, and in the past few weeks I've been giving you tons and lists of questions that you can ask yourself, that if you answer, even if just with little reflection, okay, if you take time to answer them, will really help you boost your conversion. Number 17, and we're nearing, well, this is the end now. Number 17, they high converting website owners, okay, they just do it. Okay, they don't wait for the perfect time, or they don't wait for when this happens or that happens, then I'll get around to increasing my conversion rate. No, they recognize that they can't wait. They can't wait. They simply can't afford to wait. They just have to do it. They execute rapidly, and they refine the process along the way. It may be that they don't know jack shit about conversion rate optimization, or they don't know much, but they just do it. And I'd rather have you do that rather than have the perfect process laid out, the perfect plan laid out, but not do it. Okay, so this is very important. Whatever you do, okay, you must be relentless. The key to conversion rate optimization is continuous improvement and speed of implementation. So don't wait until things are perfect. It's better to execute an imperfect action rather than never getting around to executing the perfect action plan. So with that, I leave you, and I hope the past 7 weeks had been tremendously enriching, and I hope that you really implement everything that you've learned. And do write me. Keep in touch. If you have questions, obviously, just write us and we will answer them for you. I do plan to update the website more, so you can expect that this won't be the last you'll hear from us. You can get more content later on as I update the website, and you'll probably get some more bonuses. But for now, this is where the course ends, and I wish you luck in everything. And yeah, may this knowledge add more zeros to your bottom line. Thank you.